Hey guys, it's Jazz, and I've got a different kind of video for you guys today. A commentation story time, actually. So, I don't really know a good place to begin other than the start. So, it was Friday, just a good old Friday. It was our first full week of school back from break, and I'm happy as hell to be done with finals week and shit like that. Just wanting to get out of school, okay? And we're all antsy on the bus, and there's this kid. He's behind us. He's a sophomore, and in this story, his name is going to be Aiden. Aiden, yeah, Aiden. Well, Aiden was talking so much crap. Okay, this kid seriously was like left, right, and center, just saying, "Dude, I would totally do this, this, and this," and I would say them, but they're quite profane, and they're tiny children that I have to watch out for. And well, this kid, he starts talking crap even more, and I was with my four friends: Brooke, Paige, Kira, and Isabel. Okay, Brooke and Isabel are a lesbian couple. I fully support them. Brooke is my best friend. Paige, just an amazing friend, and Kira is bi. So he's saying all these things that are very homophobic, and it's just like, kind of pissing me off, because, no, I am not gay, but a lot of friends and family members that I have are. So it's just, kind of just one of those things that gets on my nerve. And when we get off the bus, I just, for some reason, said, "Hey, look, it's one of the kids that were being stupid on the bus." And it was his little friend who was with him. Okay? And he's behind us overhearing this, and he's like, "What you want to say to me, you little punk?" And then I would, continue finishing that sentence, but profane words and shit like that, as I just said that. Anyway, and then this guy proceeds to look at me directly in the face and just push me. Okay? And later, he's walking away. We kind of just calm down the situation because of these two girls. And then he finally kind of walks away for a second, and I think it was Kira said he's being a dumbass. And I'm just like, yeah, he is being a douche canoe after all. And so this kid's like, "What you want to say to me?" And let me give you an image of Aiden. He is maybe 6'3", pretty buff actually, not like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but like he's got a toned body, so he's got like a one punch body thing to a kid of my height, 5'4". So he's pretty intimidating, not gonna lie. And during this whole thing, I'm just kind of quiet because I know if I say anything, I'm gonna get hit for it. But everyone else keeps talking, and since they're all girls, he's only going after me. He's pushing me around, throwing punches and shit like that, and I'm just dodging him. Okay? And this kid is just so annoying. And at some point, Kira and him had this massive screaming match. It lasted a solid half an hour. Okay? And Aiden just kind of pushed on the situation. And at some point, Kira and the group, that's what I'm just going to call them, the group, they kind of held him back as I walked away, because I ain't trying to fight someone who's a foot taller than me and has worked out way more than me. And so this kid just starts running, not running at me, but like speed walking, like the Karen walk, And I'm just like, I start jogging away, and he's like, "Yeah, pussy, running, haha, stupid. You know how much of an unmanly man that makes you?" And stuff like that. He's just kind of being an ass, as people do. And at some point, another screaming match happens and stuff like that. And we pull a losers club, me and the gang. So we all kind of held hands, stood strong, and we scared this guy off because he's like, "Wait, there's 5 people here against 1. And if all 5 of them attack, I'm kind of screwed." So he got the first smart idea of the day, and excuse me as I die, and backed away. But as he was backing away, I was totally gonna hit him because some of the stuff he said, like when the gang was holding him back and I was running away because I was the only one he was going to hit. He was like, you're letting your friends fight this fight for you. Do you know how much of a pussy that makes you? That makes you the worst friend in any in the entire world. Blah blah blah. Just kind of being a dumbass, right? And later he's what were some of the other things he said? This kid. There's one thing he said after that really freaking just like pushed my pipes, you know? And so it was earlier the things he said. Oh, I will forever until I get revenge on this dude be pissed off about it. So, once again, I was with 4 girls and no one else. It was me and 4 girls. Okay? And he said, "Yo, little dude, I have no problem hitting your friends here if they start talking shit." And I'm like I didn't say a single word to this, but because I've noticed that the more pissed off I am, the quieter I am. So yeah, I was just dead silent. Okay, and so those words just kind of sat there in my head for a little bit and pissed me off so much. I don't know why. Well, probably because all of my friends are girls and I'm overprotective over them because that's like a family to me. And this guy finally, after a 3rd screaming match against Kira, goes away. Okay, and he has to and he walks on the road me and Paige have to walk to get home. So Brooke and Izzy and Kira was hanging out with them today. That's why she was here. But Brooke and Izzy normally head down this other dirt road on a 90-degree angle left from our dirt road. And this kid is on the dirt road me and Paige have to go. And I'm the only one he wanted to hit. So like, you know, those things don't fare too well. So me and Paige do the logical thing and just go a block around. And my phone has been dead this entire time, right? It died during the school day because the cold continuously consumes my phone. And, well, so Kira supposedly called me about 10 times and left a single voicemail because this part was like the most terrifying in total. Brooke calls Paige because my phone was dead. Kira found that out when I didn't pick up. Okay? Brooke calls Paige and she's like, "Jasper, I need you to hear this. You need to run. You need to GTFO, because if you don't, you are dead. This guy is on a bike and he's looking for you, and only you." So, me and Paige are on this road, and it has alleyways, okay? And the 4th alleyway in, there is a little, like, camper that's parked into this little divot in a fence, right? And, me and Paige kind of freak out. Initially, we were just going to sprint all the way home, but I'm like, wait, alleyways. So we go, excuse me, we go into the alleyways, and we go into the camper area. And those other 2 girls from earlier, who were, like, super kind and calmed down the situation, they're walking this way, too, because they have to go that way. And, they see us just kind of book it in there. So we set our bags down, or we don't actually set our bags down, but we make a plan to. I told Paige, I looked her dead in the eyes, and I said, if this guy finds us, we need to take our bags off, throw them under the camper, and you need to follow me. You need to run, and you do not stop running. And we were going to, like, jump into a backyard or something, or get to a friend's house at most. And he didn't find us, luckily. But that was our plan. And we were going to pick our bags up in the morning, since we were going to walk to MMS that morning. Well, funny thing about that is the dude already passed that place. So when we heard crunching of footsteps, I was taking my bags off right then and there. And, like, my heart is pounding a million miles an hour right now. And Paige is almost brought to tears, so I kind of look at her and I'm like, Paige, I am not going to let him touch you. You are not going to get hurt at all. And if you do, I'm going ape crap on this guy. I'm going full ape shit. And she says, it's you that I'm worried about. If he hurts you, that's why I'm sad. And so that just kind of, that was like friendship in a nutshell right there, and that made me happy. But they walk by and they're like, he passed, but you guys want to get out of here pretty fast now, since he's going to be coming back when he sees that you guys aren't there. And we're like, so like I was already on a phone call with my mom, since Paige had called her parents, but they weren't there. So since my phone's dead, I'm on Paige's phone calling my mom. And she picks up and says, 24-hour sign languages, this is, how can I help you? Because, you know, she works for 24-hour sign languages. And So, like, during that whole thing, I'm just here kind of like tapping my foot, kind of like anxious for her to just realize, wait, this is my kid. And I'm like, Mom, you need to pick us up. We're on that dirt road, the opposite side of it, so go onto the actual asphalt road. So one road past the dirt road to MMS, then hit a hard right, then fourth alleyway in, stop there. There'll be two girls flagging you down. She's like, wait, run that by me again. What's happening? What's going on? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, there's a dude who's hunting for me now, and I just need you to pick me up because me and Paige are kind of freaking out. So when I'm calling them, these girls pass by, and they look at me and they're like, you should call someone. And I kind of turn my head to show that I'm on the phone, and they're like, okay, you're already on it. And after that call, I'm like, yo, white Lexus GX460. It's just a large white SUV. When that passes by, flag it down, okay? And I didn't know my mom was getting work on the Lexus today. So when she did pull up, she was in this weird car that I had never seen before. And at first, I was freaking out. I thought this guy had found us, and I thought he'd gotten friends in a car, and I was like about to book it. But then I realized, yo, wait, that's my mom. So we kind of hop in, and that's almost where the story ends. But we had one last scare. Because my friend Jose usually rides his bike, okay? And I know the kind of bike that Aiden has. In this scenario, he has a matte black diamond, I think it's a Diamondback brand bike. It's pretty nice, actually. It's a BMX. And it's got Roadbuster tires. So, like, it's a pretty good BMX. But that's almost identical to the one Jose has. And we see this kid on this bike, and I'm like, Paige, get in the car as fast as you can. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pack all our stuff, get it in. And that's what she said. And we get in, and then Jose passes by, and I'm like, wait, that was just Jose. That was a spook right there. And so we drive back to the park that we all had that little skimmish at, and we realize Brooke, Kira, and Izzy aren't there, and I'm like, okay, they already walked home, which, great. And then we did call them later just to make sure they were okay. They were fine. But when my mom dropped us off at my place, I walked Paige back to hers, which is like 5 houses away from me, just to make sure she made it there safe, and then I like sprinted back to my place just to be sure. And once I got inside, I kind of just analyzed the situation, and I'm still being hunted down. So like on Tuesday when I'm back in school, if there's a video titled I got assaulted at my school, you already know it was Aiden. That's all I have today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more of Aiden, it's a matter of if we get more of Aiden, which I'm hoping not to because he threatened my friends. But I mean, you never know. If we do get any more, I'll be sure to let y'all know. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, etc. You know, the usual. And this is JazzyVille YT signing off.